Deep and Zoya, Saqib and Shweta, thank you so much for giving me time. I genuinely enjoyed you guys as the comedy couple. Tell me
Thank you
who,
so much.
Thank you,
my
Rohit. Thank
first
you, buddy.
question is, when a film comes out for individually for you guys, whose reaction do you all really wait for, you all anticipate, and you all want to hear from them?
Audience.
अगर audience ही ना हो तो कौन देखेगा show?
Absolutely.
Audience is very important here. It's
Right.
extremely important. The reactions, yes, of course, reviewers are important, especially when you're making something on the web
Right,
where you can't quantify the success
right.
basis the box office numbers.
Hmm.
You have to rely on good word of mouth, how audiences feel about it, how reviewers feel about it.
Right.
Just a good word of mouth is what is really important for a film or anything to come out on the web.
Right. And personally, any friends, family members, anyone you go by?
My sister, Uma, I show
Yeah.
it to her. I try and show her or make her see something of whatever I'm doing just to get a sense. Because
Is she brutally honest like she is always?
yeah, man, sometimes it's depressing, man. I'm like, I'm your brother. Be easy on me. Just say something nice also. She's like, no, there'll be enough people in your life who'll say nice things to you.
That's true.
I'll be that one person who tells you where I think you faltered.
Great. Yeah.
For me, it's my mom. I mean, obviously, there's the audience, and as the hashtags generation that we live in, I think we can really see that validates us. But I think
Right.
personally, definitely my mom, because she chose Makdi and Iqbal for me.
Right.
And now, whatever I do, I like bounce it off my mom and like her advice. I always consult her on everything in life.
Right.
And I think she's a very sound person. She's a film buff. I mean, she's introduced world cinema, to literature, to Beethoven and Mozart, and parallel Hindi cinema to my life. So she's
Right.
a very two film festivals. She attends film festivals along with me and father, like way before I started doing it. So she's a movie buff. So
Right.
she has instilled that idea of associating with cinema as an audience mostly. So definitely her, because she gives again a very honest review on anything and everything that I'm doing. And yeah, her opinion after audience and my director matters the most.
Right, right. Lovely. I'll come to the movie. At the start, I see this couple who's not getting a house because they are not married, right? They don't have a certificate to show. Do you all know a lot of people like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did have that problem. I mean, when me and my ex-husband, we were dating, there was a phase where we were living together. For 2 years, we were in a live-in relationship, and we did not get homes for a long time.
Right.
And I think in Mumbai, it's a problem that if you tell, I mean, Rohit's a filmmaker, I'm an actor, and if you tell people that you're from the movie industry, people just don't give you homes.
मीडिया वालों को घर
Anyway,
नहीं
I
देना.
think it's
Yeah.
nahi dena hai, and I think it's just frowned upon when you're living together. So back then, me and my ex, when we were living together, we did face this problem, and I know a lot of friends who go through this. Yeah.
Right. Saqib, you
No, a lot of
feel in
things in the
2020
film,
this is a
Rohit.
problem. Yeah.
A lot of things. What I find really, really interesting about our script is the fact that everything is so relatable.
Yeah.
Everything that you see, you've either heard of that or seen that, whether it is hurting people's sentiments with stand-up comedy,
Right.
or whether it is people not getting a house,
Hmm.
or whether how Deep's character has lied to his parents that he's still doing engineering but is a stand-up comic,
Yeah.
not telling the family about this girlfriend of his. These are things that we've seen all around while
All around,
growing up.
yeah. Right.
Either it's happened with us, like
Yeah.
for instance with Shweta, or you've seen it around you.
Mhm.
So I felt like that relatability is what like really got me amused by the script. Like I was really amused. I'm like, they've used so many real elements in the script, and they've put everything together and made one script.
Right.
So I think the number one thing for me about this film is the relatability I get from watching something like this.
Right.
I think, every love story of every generation that is shown in films documents that the time that we live in. I mean, if you watch an Achut Kanya that was out in 1936, which had Ashok Kumar and Devika Rani, spoke about casteism. And then you had Sujata. And over the years, you've had love stories like Lamhe and Abhiman and the iconic films like Chandni or DDLJ, Jab We Met. I think every film of every generation really documents the time that we live in. And Comedy Couple has completely documented, because like every other art form, cinema too documents the time that we live in. So when you watch Comedy Couple as Zoya and Deep, you see the live-in problem. You see the job and the lifestyle. You know, even a generation ago, the jobs that characters were doing on films were very different.
Right.
Now you see most of them are like, you know, media related. They are stand-up comedians, which is very fresh, very current, popular, and very insightful as to how they land on jokes, how they pick up jokes from their day-to-day lives and their habits and experiences and their interpersonal relationships. To, in every sense, Zoya, my character, does not disrespect tradition, but she's not a quintessential traditional heroine.
Right.
She tries her best. She wants to do Karwa Chauth. She wants to wear Indian when she goes to meet Deep's family, but she's this throwing a French phrase here and there, urban chic girl that that we see in urban societies in India, or celebrating or the living together, or about even giving space to each other in the relationship. You know, Zoya and Deep don't hold hands and dance and sing together in scenic places. You know, they have space for each other.
As much as I would have really loved doing that, which I wasn't. These guys didn't have the budget, nor did we have permission to go and shoot at these places.
We'd be wearing chiffon sari with matching chiffon masks.
Yeah, coming to that, you know, the audience has to know that you all actually shot this entire film in the lockdown. How does that happen?
Film, brother.
Exactly. So how does that happen? Please explain. What was the set like? Were you all scared initially?
It was a sci-fi film set. Everybody was in PP kits, shields, masks. Everybody was spraying sanitizer all over the place. It felt like, why don't we just drink the sanitizer and kill ourselves? Because I couldn't smell my own perfume. And I try and identify every character with smell. Like I have to have a specific perfume for every character I play. Right. But I couldn't smell my own perfume because there was so much sanitizer.
Sanitizer was your smell for this character.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, Deep smells like a hospital. That's how he smells like. He smells like he's hygienic and sanitized.
Right.
So it was scary. It was very unnerving to begin with. It was like you were in a room with 40 other people. You were in a space with other 40, 45 people after a long time. And so there is a sense of you're scared. You don't know. Yes, everybody's gotten tested. Everybody's having periodic, like regular oxygen checks and BP checks and everything. And all the protocols are being maintained. People are wearing those shields. I genuinely felt slightly disconnected on the first 2 days. Because I'm so used to being on a film set where everybody just goes out there, hugs each other, talks. There's so much intimacy in that chaos. Right now, everything was just put in a distance.
Right.
So the first 2 days, I was thinking that either I don't know how to act or I need to do something. I just need to do something because I'm feeling very disconnected from the process. Like if I had to get into Deep and Zoya's world, I had to forget that I was in a world where there's a pandemic.
Exactly.
I cannot act with a pandemic at the back of my head.
Yeah.
I had to be. So the first 2 days, I couldn't get it out of my head because everybody in my eye line was wearing a mask or a PPE kit.
Yeah,
so it would just take me back there.
Right.
So the third day, I told myself that, buddy, you decided to do this film. You like the script. You like the people who are making it. They are taking extreme safety measures to make sure that I am fine. Everybody around me is fine. Let's stop operating from fear.
Right.
And I told them, Manika, okay, every 4th or the 5th day, get me a COVID test. I'll get a COVID test done so that I don't fear about the COVID-19 virus. Correct. I just go out there on set to express myself.
Right.
And I can't tell you, Rohit, from the 3rd day onwards, just that mental switch in my head made me so happy that I was enjoying that I was back at work. Right, somebody was calling action. My director was saying action. I was doing something. Some people enjoyed it. That whole fun of doing something, creating something came back to me. Right. I felt like it was more a mental switch I had to do
Sure,
and
yeah.
that took the first 2-3 days. But हाँ यार, हर दिन जंग पे निकलते थे. ये नहीं
Right.
पता होता था वापस आएंगे तो कोविड जख्मी होंगे या नहीं होंगे.
Right.
But you know, after the third, fourth day, I stopped being scared because I met these bunch of people who were so positive. Everybody, from my director to my actors to everybody.
Right.
Positive
Everybody was
matlab
so
mentally
Positive,
positive,
mentally
okay?
positive.
Otherwise negative.
Right. Right. Shweta, I want to
They
ask
were
you,
so
at that
positive. They brought
right.
so much freshness on the set that I'm like, Arey, why am I operating from fear?
Right.
Let's just go out there and have fun and make a fun film in a time like this, because that's what people need.
Right.
They've forgotten how to smile. If there wasn't the COVID-19 virus, there was some other stress in the country. There was something else happening. There was something else. We as a nation have not laughed in a while.
That is,
Let's just get people to be happy for 2 hours. Yeah, let's attempt that. And that's what we've tried to do.
Amazing. No, it's showing. Shweta, I want to ask you, what he's saying is so important, that, you know, when you could see people in PP Kid, you are actually making a comedy film where काफी situational comedy होती है, dialogues sometimes have to be impromptu and it will come out in a way. But what you are seeing is quite just fear in front of your eyes. How did you find the balance? Like he said, he found a balance. How did you find the balance, and how many days it took?
Okay, so I was locked at home for like 4 months. Obviously, it had been over like 120 days that I was at home. And I'm a Mumbai girl. I have home here, family, friends here. So I know a lot of friends who left the city, went back to their hometowns. I know actors and technicians who hadn't been paid during the lockdown, who had to leave the city because they couldn't afford the rent. And to have work come your way is such a blessing. Firstly, the releases that I had, and then plus more work coming in. So I wanted to just keep reminding myself that I have to keep working hard so that I know I deserve this.
Right.
So that was my first reaction to this.
Right.
When this project came along, I absolutely fell in love with the premise. It was very fresh. There was no context to any project that had...
Just stop lying and tell them how much you love me and Nachiket. That's all he wants to hear.
Of course I do. Absolutely do. I'll come to that. And because you have no reference to any project which is a fictional story which has stand-up comedians as central pieces, as protagonists, right? So I was very, very interested. Of course, I was skeptical to step out, and I was very nervous because I think even now, a lot of my friends who, now finally come home, or I meet them outside, they're just coming out of 6 months. So they're like constantly spraying themselves. And this is, and it was reminding me of how I was in July. Like I had told I spoke to my manager and I was like, guys, are they going to follow the protocols? Is everything going to be okay? And believe me when I say this, the production took such amazing care of us. There were sanitizers installed everywhere. There were social distancing posters all over the set. It was the new normal, it was a new normal. But, and a lot of people were like, are you sure you want to get back to work? But come on, we are in October and we still don't know what's the situation for vaccines right now. You cannot be at home forever. So, you have to trust your immunity. You have to trust the people around you, the precautions that you have to take for yourself. You have to be your own doctor. You have to be your own bodyguard and take care of things. Remind yourself for the sanitizers and masks. And I was like, let's just get on with it. The production, they had sent a steamer in my van, which was installed every day. So I used to steam my costume. The costume that I used to steam it with the sanitizer. There was a water heater installed in my vanity van. So I used to drink hot water, I would take care of it. Like I would make that hot water. There were masks and PP kits that Saqib's already told you. Every week there were COVID tests. So we all knew that it's a positive team with negative certificates everywhere.
Right.
She did her own makeup. Can you beat that? She used to cook her own food, do her own makeup. Matlab the most budget efficient actor I've ever worked with.
Also, you look, Shweta, you did your own makeup. I saw the full film. You look lovely. It's such a natural, and one can relate to all these characters. So nothing that if you all had not told me all this, I would have not known. It's come out that beautiful.
Yeah, but I've always been very fond of doing my makeup. In fact, most of my projects, even Serious Man and everywhere, I do my own makeup. And here I was all the more particular because I wanted least amount of interaction, and I requested the production to arrange for a kitchenette for me in my Delhi hotel suite apartment, and they did, so the production had really gone out of the way to make the actors and everybody on set so comfortable.
Amazing,
That
right.
after a point, it was just the work with a little new normal that we were already used to since March. We knew this is how the world is going to be. I think even now, I mean, I've just completed another project now, which will be out in 2021, and it's the same. So I think it's something that you have to embrace as a
Get
lifestyle.
used to, right.
Even airports, like even from Mumbai to Delhi, when we were flying, the airport is empty, Rohit.
Yeah.
There were
What
no
a thing to
shops,
see,
there were
yeah,
no
yeah.
cafes, restaurants, and I'm like, oh my God,
And
is
you're
this
talking
place
about one of
under
the most
construction
crowded
or
airports,
what?
one of the most busiest airports in the world. This is.
In the world.
Yeah, yeah.
It was just empty. So, it is a lifestyle that one has to embrace to even, I mean, we are still adults, we have HODs on set who were like, and I have to tell you something. So the COVID officer, so we were also like, it was also sort of a social experiment that all of us were thinking about, there's this whole uproar about masks or no masks. So there was this on-set COVID officer who would check our temperature and pulse every morning, right? And she had this register. She used to keep a record every single day. So everybody who did their pulse check with the mask on had the pulse dropping. So when you take the mask off, the pulse were back to normal. A lot of people have been cycling, doing their workouts with the mask on. Guys, I want you to know it is not healthy. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to maintain social distance when you're cycling, jogging, working out, or, it's really, you're constantly inhaling carbon dioxide. You're not inhaling fresh
That's
oxygen.
very
So
important.
whenever you get a chance, please step out, make sure that you're in distance and, there are not people around you, and try to inhale as much oxygen as possible. Of course, given your distance and this thing. So that was another thing that we discovered on set, that, oh my God, this mask can actually make your pulse drop. And so these are the new discoveries. I mean, we are still adults. I mean, we are working from home. This is not a big deal. But imagine the kids, they've had the whole year where they haven't played, they haven't gone to schools, they have been on the screen. I mean, I knew my nieces and nephews and distant cousins who are young, who have chashma now because they're constantly on online classes.
Right.
So,
Crazy time.
it's a lifestyle.
Yeah. It is a
No,
lifestyle.
but also Rohit, I feel like that what the whole shooting process of this film has made me feel is the fact that I'm very grateful that in a difficult time like this, when the world is suffering so much and going through a lot, God's been kind that I had work. I went and shot a film that I'm really proud of.
And you're getting work. It's amazing.
It's amazing. Like, people are going through so much, and if there is some way I can contribute back, I'd love to. So I feel like this has just humbled me a little more about the times we live in and the kind of person I want to be.
Absolutely. No, it is.
And it was also the perfect project to go back to, Rohit, on a lighter note. I mean, had this been a serious thriller or something, I'm not saying anything against any genre, but
this is a happy place to be.
Yeah, and luckily all of us on set, genuinely, and I say this with a hand on my heart, we all got along, we became a family. And just few days ago, when we were promoting the Z5 team, the marketing team, they sent me the entire BTS, the behind the scenes photographs and videos, and I was just sharing with Saqib and Nachiket that, oh my God, I'm missing all of you so much, because it's just so nostalgic, and that happens. It's a very genuine, organic space where it comes from, when you love and miss people. And it was funny. It was a comedy film that we were working on. It was the perfect project to resume your post-lockdown work.
Also the fact that Rohit, that जब ना मुझे ऐसा लगता है, I could be completely wrong, that when a lot of people come together after everyone's faced something in their personal lives, they come together stronger. They stick together more. So there's
everybody values relationships also a lot more suddenly.
Relationships become more sorted, and you come closer. So I think that's what happened with us on the film. We were all back to work after 4-5 months. So that intent of being positive and coming on set happy, that was with everybody.
Everybody was a team player. Everybody was just working.
You all wanted this to work. You all wanted this to happen.
33 days we shot this film in, but I can very proudly say that I have a lifetime of memories.
No, I was
talking about pictures. I have
well.
pictures printed in my head. about
Yeah, no,
everybody and
it's shot
everything.
beautifully, Sakib. You know what I want to ask both of you is, because I was in splits while watching it, how much of a comedy is impromptu and happens instantly on a set, and how much is it not written that you all add and it just adds on and just goes with the flow?
Firstly, all the credit to the writers of the film.
Of course.
Everything was written.
Yeah.
Everything, majority of things were written.
Right.
We were given direction. But like you said, when you're doing a comedy film, no, you playing off one another. You playing off one another, how somebody said a line, how I can do it. Like, for example, if I could give you an example, that scene between me and Rajesh Telang, when he comes to the house
The
for
ladies'
the first
banyan.
Huh?
The ladies' banyan.
The ladies, leading up to the ladies banyan, everything from the ladies banyan,
Yeah.
Aapki Tervi, Rajguru, Sadguru,
Right.
everything is improvised.
Right.
And it all happened while we were doing it because
Wow.
I was really enjoying Rajesh Telang. I'm like, he's so funny, he's so open, and he was wanting to do comedy for a very long time. So he came in with a lot of fun in him. So all I had to do was just play off him. And I'm so blessed that I had a director like Nachiket, who just lets us be, who just lets us
Great.
play.
Yeah, you need that.
He doesn't come with any stuck notion in his head. He knows how he wants to cover his scene, how he wants his scene to look. But the amount of freedom he gives his actors, and then also takes it back when he thinks the actor's going wrong, is very interesting.
Right.
Like he would come just say something, ki sir ye itna aisa kar le bhai, aisa kar le. He would say one thing to Shweta and she would completely understand what he's trying to say.
Right.
So just the fact that there were a bunch of 30, 35-year-olds who just wanted to go out there and have fun in a time like this, and that's what we've done.
Shweta, your audio, yeah.
I'm not 30 yet.
Okay.
Don't make everyone else feel bad.
Like a bunch of 30, 35-year-olds.
Almost.
Shweta is what, 20, 19. How old are you?
18.
You can't say na. You never know about girls.
Yeah.
How much
I'm
is
29.
young?
Of course, no, I don't. Absolutely, I'm 29. So not 30 yet.
Almost
Not
30, beta.
yet.
Almost
Yeah,
30.
yeah. Right.
I don't know.
You know, there's a scene where Sakib, your character is made to drink Gaumutra, and then Shweta's character laughs like crazy. Like we would have laughed if that had happened to someone. And then she's saying things, and she's saying to pura sanitizer hi pija. Shweta, how much of all that was impromptu? That scene is spectacular.
Okay, so I'm going to just join this and the previous question together and answer for you, Rohit. All right. See, I think every genre has its own challenges, but of course, it's very rewarding as an artist when you're doing something that's comedy, especially in a year like this, where you know it's going to give your audience a comic relief, it's going to make their day, it's going to make them laugh. Now, see, stand-up comedians, I mean, I've always seen stand-up comedians, I've seen acts as an audience over the years, even when we were in high school and college. I think South Bombay, AIB used to do Royal Tours, so those live shows on the screen. But right before filming Comedy Couple, I stopped watching it because I didn't want it to influence my performance. Like I didn't want Zoya Batra to remind you of somebody else.
Right.
We had extensive workshops and readings, and every stand-up comedian writes his own pieces, right? So it comes from their own personal journey, their experiences, their own rejections that they make fun of. So me and Sakib had to really personalize the dialogues that were written by somebody else, and add a little tweak here, and me and Sakib would be like, okay, this sounds more Zoya, so ye tu bol de, and this sounds a little more desi, so Sakib ye tu bol de because this is more deep. So that is a mutual respect that me and Sakib had as artists, as co-stars, spontaneous, of course, and I think Nachiket Samant.
I was just following Shweta's lead, yeah. She's just trying to be nice and all. I was just following her.
I was following yours. I think both of us were following Nachiket.
Right.
True.
I have to say Nachiket Samant is one of the finest directors I've ever worked with, and I have been working for quite some time, worked with a lot of directors, and I have to tell you, he's one of the easily one of the best directors I've worked with.
No, the clarity with which he's made this is amazing.
And I'll tell you a secret, Rohit. I'll tell you a secret. The happiness and the good vibe that you have on any set starts with the director.
With the director, yeah.
Always with the director, because he's top of the chain. He's the
he's the creator.
It's a trickle down effect.
Yeah.
He's the creator. It's like a pyramid, right? And the director, that's why you call him captain of the ship. He's the one running the engine. He's the one taking care of all its passengers, everybody. and we are just following lead. Nachiket was so clear in his head what he wanted. He was confident, he was approachable, and a sense of transparency. Like, he would just come and say one thing, and he trusted his actors so much that even if we improvised in the take, he knew that what we were doing were as Zoya and Deep. Unless it was completely off the script, he would not come and even like even just give that one hint, and would be like, you guys think this can be done like this? Yeah, then maybe do this. Like, ek variation try kar lete hain. He would never like come and like, he was so easy to work with and so zen-like. Like, I would love to work with Nachiket once again. I would love to work with him.
No, also the way he's made this, I just, as a viewer, I'm saying it's so perfect. It's amazing.
Absolutely, and he's a lovely human being. He's so chill. He's a lovely human being.
Shweta saying she wants to work with Nachiket. I have decided that I will work with Nachiket. Like, I'm going to pester him.
You're going to make it happen.
I'm going to stand below his building till he doesn't write another film for me or pitch me his next film. I will keep doing that.
Great, and it's so easy for us to watch a film that you really like and then interview the cast. It makes it's such a joy, and
it's enjoyable for us also.
Thank you
it's
so
enjoyable
much.
Only when the interviewer likes the film. So thank you.
Yeah, great. So I hope now everybody, we leave it to the audience now. Thank you, both of you, and you all continue. Lots of interviews ahead, I'm told. Good luck with that.
Thank you, Rohit. See you, Saket.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
See you.